Before you do anything else, watch this. Going to court should be your very last resort and only done when nothing else will work, or if it's only a formality to officially document the resolution of your situation. Now, we're not talking about criminal cases or cases where there has been some violence. I'll talk about those in a few minutes. Whether you are starting your lawsuit or you have been served with a lawsuit, you should understand that going to court takes a lot of time, it costs a lot of money, it is difficult to adequately prepare all the correct paperwork, and then to know what to do with it and when to do it. The court will not do your work for you, and often the result will make you unhappy. Therefore, before you begin, both sides should consider doing the following. First, collect all your facts, not opinion, not beliefs or desires, but provable facts. Collect all the documents you need to prove your facts. Find all the people who can testify to prove that your facts are true. Second, get yourself educated on the topic of your dispute. Go to the library or a bookstore and get a book to read about your rights and also your duties, as well as the other person's rights and duties. For example, do this if it's a divorce situation, or a landlord-tenant problem, or a neighbor's barking dog, or any other problem that might end up in court. Other resources would be on the internet, your local bar association's lawyer referral service, nonprofit agencies who specialize in the topic of your dispute. Third, find someone who is not involved to play devil's advocate, to try to punch all the holes possible in your facts and to give you other ways of thinking about your dispute. Then review it and fix your position accordingly. Fourth, call the other person up on the telephone or by email or in person and try to talk about your dispute without yelling or name-calling. Ask that person to tell you what he or she thinks about the dispute and what facts he or she has that you don't know. Then tell the person your version of the dispute. Then talk about it and see if you can come to some sort of compromise that you can both live with. Now, if this is going to start World War III, skip this step and go to the next. Fifth, try to locate a neutral person to help you and the other person talk about your dispute. It might be a neighbor, a boss, a minister, rabbi, priest, imam, a professional mediator, or a joint friend. Ask that person if he or she would be willing to act as a neutral third party to help you and the other person solve your joint problem. Ask the person you have problems with to go to mediation with you. Sixth, if you are able to come to some sort of resolution of your problem using any of the techniques I've just told you about, then put it in writing. Write down what your agreement or your compromise is, and both of you sign it. That becomes a contract between you and the other person that all of you must follow. Seventh, if your situation involves a divorce or establishing who is the parent of a child or a guardianship, then you will still have to go to court, but it will be a lot easier because you have an agreement to give to the court to finalize your case. If you have a criminal matter, you must work through the police department and the district attorney. You can't do this one. If you have a domestic violence situation, get your police report and go to a domestic violence clinic for help. There are tapes available on domestic violence cases. Watch or listen to them. Every matter has a beginning, middle, and end, just like a good story. What I've just told you can help make yours a shorter and better story. But if these problem-solving efforts don't work and you find you have no choice but to go to court, that too has a beginning, middle, and end. If you watch or listen to the before series or segments, it should help your beginning go smoothly. Feel free to watch or listen to these segments as many times as you need to to help you better understand how the system works and what it is you should be doing.